All right, folks, this is Harris Sultan. I've been meaning to talk about the Renee Goode incident in Minneapolis and how the left is shamelessly weaponizing that against Trump's war on illegal migration. Americans have decided that they don't want illegal migration. Trump won, and he has a clear political mandate. The Democrats clearly lost. In fact, this is the one single issue on which Trump's approval ratings haven't dropped. MAGA has somewhat gotten upset with Trump on his foreign policy, on some aspects of his economic policy, but when it comes to illegal migration, everyone says, I voted for this. So there is no way in hell that Trump is going to lose his MAGA base over going soft on ICE.
This job and these people who want to say follow ICE, and film ICE, you know what? You can protest. They have that right. But when you cross that line, and we've proven it, if you interfere or impede or assault an ICE officer, you will be prosecuted. And one thing I'm pushing for right now, Laura, we're going to create a database where those people that are arrested for interference, impediment, assault, we're going to make them famous. We're going to put their face on TV. We're going to let their employers in their neighborhoods, in their schools, know who these people are.
Now, I saw the video of Renee Goode, and as soon as I saw it, I was a little bit confused, so I wanted to dig a little bit more. And I looked at various angles, and it became apparently clear that the woman was a nuisance. Even if she hadn't tried to run over one of the ICE agents and he hadn't shot her, she still deserved to be pulled out of her car and arrested for obstructing a federal business. I just don't understand this mindset. Where are these clearly unhinged, mentally unstable people coming from, deliberately intimidating and provoking ICE agents doing their lawful duties, and then getting upset that, oh, why are we being treated that way? What happened? I have a theory on this. I think there is one generation that has completely been failed by their parents, okay? I think generation after my generation, I was born in the 80s. I think 90s kids are somewhat okay, but the kids born in the 2000s or the late 90s, they were never taught one of the most important lessons in life, which is actions have consequences. Every species knows it, okay? No monkey goes and pokes a lion with a stick because it knows that it is going to have severe consequences. I know it. You know it. Every sensible human being knows it. In other words, it's called FAFO. So these people are actually finding out. So anyway, so I saw the video and I was like, okay, you know what? Even if she didn't mean to run him over, she definitely tried to intimidate them. Yes, the wheels were turning, but you can clearly hear the thud before shots ring out. So I'm not going to play you that video, but I am going to play you a video from Anderson Cooper's show where he invited a guest, but he didn't hear the answer he was looking for. Let's have a listen to this.
I know you've done your own analysis of two of the videos, starting with one that's filmed from further away, but seems to show contact between the car and the officer. According to your analysis, because there were questions last night of, were the shots fired before, were any shots fired before the officer made contact or once the officer had made contact with the vehicle? I just want to play you've enhanced a version of the video, which you slowed down, and I want to ask you about it afterwards. So let's look at this.
So 3 shots ring out, and now you're going to hear CNN's expert's opinion on that.
From your experience, what does that show? What does that slowed down version tell you?
Well, the slowed down version is showing me that when the SUV pulls forward, they make contact with the agent in the street, and then immediately following that contact, you hear 3 gunshots follow.
So there's, according to you, you do not hear a shot before contact.
I do not in this particular video. Absolutely not.
And let's just listen to this again.
Let's just listen to it again. Well, it's not going to change anything. Now, in this video, obviously there was no thud because you couldn't actually hear it. But there was another video which was filmed by the officer himself. In that one, you can clearly hear a thud, boom, and then bang, 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 3 shots. So that was clearly obvious, okay? I've seen some other videos from some other experts as well, and they've also said similar things. But now all of these lefty woke lunatics, they're like, uh-oh, we have squandered another opportunity. Last time they were successful with George Floyd, who was also a loser, I'm sorry to say. I'm not going to act like lefty lunatics and celebrate someone's death, how they were celebrating and dancing and singing songs about when Charlie Kirk was killed, for sitting there, not being a nuisance, not obstructing the police or harming anyone. He was just using his words. And they hated him so much that when he got killed, they were singing songs about it. So I'm not going to act like that, okay? Renee Goode was a mother, okay? So that's the point I'm making, that the left is actually using criminals and unhinged people to advance their political goals. Let me prove that to you. Actually, before I go into that, let's see the people who are trying to take advantage of that. Who are these people? Look at this. Of course, we have the mega scammer from Somalia. Listen to what she's saying. I'm not going to play you the whole video because it's really annoying. But just so you get the idea, the kind of people who are taking advantage of this.
Today, we are honoring the life and memory of Renee Nicole Goode, a 37-year-old mother of 3, a writer, and a poet. She had just dropped off her 6-year-old son off at school and was serving as a legal observer when she was murdered by an ICE agent in South Minneapolis. ICE's reckless actions have taken a mother from 3 children, a partner from a wife, and inflicted unfathomable pain on our community.
Okay, you get the point. So she's rehashing similar points that have been debunked. So yes, you have a legal constitutional right to observe what is happening, but these guys are professional agitators. The purpose of that legal observance is that you see something, you observe it from a safe distance. But these people purposefully go to hotspots where they go intimidate and provoke, honk their horns uncontrollably. They blare megaphones in the ears of ICE agents uncontrollably, non-stop. They provoke them. Because the unhinged people like Renee Goode, these crazy woke lunatics, they have been told, go out there. You're doing humanity a great service. Trump is a fascist dictator, blah, blah, blah. That's what they're saying. So these idiots are going there and they're doing their things. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Look at this. In Aurora, a Chicago suburb, ICE agents surrounded the car of a U.S. citizen in a parking lot, fire into a vehicle's windshield with children in it as she screamed that her children were inside. Agents then dragged her from the car without presenting a warrant or probable cause. Obviously, this has been written by one of those lefty puppeteers. Let's watch the video. Obviously, they had to chase her. She was fleeing. She wasn't complying. I'm a brown man, okay? If I was in America, I would 100% be stopped and asked by these ICE agents. I would be pulled over. You know the first thing that I'm going to do? I'm going to show them my papers, okay? I will be carrying my passport. I know people are not used to it, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I understand the reason behind it because the founding fathers and the subsequent presidents, they did not want people to be discriminated over their immigration status. That's why they removed the culture of carrying your passport around with you at all times. But there's a key difference. In the earlier history of America, most immigrants could be only distinguished by the uniqueness of their accents. Most immigrants were European, and they were not social and cultural threat. So the founding fathers or the subsequent American presidents, they did not want a German or an Italian or a French or an Irish immigrant to be harassed because he could be singled out because of his accent. That was the reason behind that. So they said, okay, let's remove that culture. We're going to make it a free country. America took pride in freedom and liberty. But now, fast forward 200 years later, the situation on the ground has changed. There are people from all over the world, from hostile cultures, who shouldn't be here committing violent acts. They need to be identified. And for that, for the time being, you are required to show a form of ID. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm a brown man, as I said. If I am asked, hey, we are dealing with this problem, and I understand that. We are dealing with this problem of illegal migration, violent crime, fraud committed by people from countries who shouldn't even be here. I'll understand that. I'll be like, okay, you know what? Officer, ICE agent, here's my passport. I am legally here, and just do your job. And thank you very much. I'll be on my way. Why do these people always provoke? Why do these people never comply? Why? I just don't understand. It's because these people are unhinged. They have been fooled by lefty leaders and agitators to go out there and be a nuisance. I would not be a nuisance. I don't want to get shot. I don't want to have my face planted on the road and be arrested and manhandled. I'll just comply. Why do these people never comply? But see that? They did not show what happened before, but this person, look at this, 500,000 views, painted a completely different picture. And I'll show you. I'll show you how dishonestly they are all reporting on these kind of videos. Speak English.
I got kids in my car. I warned you. I got kids in my car. I have kids in my car.
How's that going to help? How's any of that is going to help? What is wrong with these people? Why? Why did they?
I'm not moving.
Oh.
I'm just trying to help you. I'm not threatening you. Do not hurt me. I'm not.
It's perfectly justifiable. Okay, let me show you some more videos. Another FAFO. Look at this one. We don't know what happened. We don't know the conversation that they had before the camera started rolling. I'm sure the conversation would have started with something like this. Hello, ma'am, how's the day going? Can we see some identification papers, please? No, I'm a US citizen. I'm not going to show you anything. F off. What? Whoa, calm down. And then the situation escalates and they deliberately provoke ICE agents. And then this happens. Nazi. How's that going to help, you idiot? How is that going to help? How is it not resisting? Look at that. What? Where? These guys are the prime contenders of Darwin's Award. When you know that there are 3 or 4 people who have the full might of the state behind them, they have weapons, they have guns. What are you trying to achieve out of this? Seriously, how stupid do you have to be? Even if you think you're righteous, even if you think you're in the right and they're in the wrong, just comply in that moment. Okay, take me wherever you want to take me. And then sue the hell out of them later on. I'm telling you, we have raised an entire generation of people without a key lesson in their life, which is actions have consequences. It is not that difficult to understand. Deserved it. Look at this agitator. ICE agents have shown more patience than I could ever show. Telling you, 100%. 100%. Let me show you some more. Let me look at this one. This is an idiotic video. Just look at this.
I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything, sir.
Ma'am.
I'm not doing anything, sir.
I've already told you.
I'm not doing anything.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
I need you to unlock the door.
Okay, we already.
That guy's not looking lethal at all. He's so calm. Just roll your window down, show him your ID, and then be on your way. Unless you have something to hide.
Talk about this, sir. I'm not doing anything to y'all.
Unlock the door.
I'm not doing. They wanna
Yes.
break the windows. And this tow truck over here came over here too. I don't even know.
Just unlock
Totally
the
self-inflicted.
door and step
Sir,
out.
I'm not gonna do it because
Unlock the
I'm
door.
not
Get
doing
her out.
nothing to y'all.
Yes, you are at this time.
I told you. No, I'm not.
You are not listening.
It's not about
I
that.
already told you.
No, sir, it's not that. I'm not doing
Smash that
anything
window.
to
Yes, you
y'all.
are.
No, I'm not.
You are not listening to me.
I am,
You're
sir.
not free to go.
You're not free to go.
Drive away.
Okay, I understand that,
You're
sir.
obstructing. The car has to be towed.
No,
So
it
you need to
doesn't.
step
No,
out.
I no, it doesn't, sir.
Yes.
Like,
you
I'm
are
a gay
hazardous.
Retard. stupid. This is not even the case of ICE detention, I think. This is just normal police. It's so stupid. Why? Why are these people so stupid? But anyway, there's another feel-good Fafo. A young Somali woman screams for help as ICE takes her in downtown Wilmar, Minnesota. She turned down $3,000 and a free plane ticket. Now she's getting the deluxe government escort instead. 1.6 million people. Everyone, I voted for this. Look at this. Every single person who's honking their horn, I would say they're assaulting ICE officers. This is assault to your ear health. How is that acceptable? I think each and every one of those people who are honking their horns, I think they should be arrested too. I think they should be pulled out. They're obstructing.
Hey,
chill the fuck, bitch.
Yeah, chill the fuck out.
Chill the fuck.
Send in the National Guard, I'd say. Send in the National Guard.
You ain't gonna do nothing. Chill the fuck out. Don't.
Come on. See, they behave like this. They provoke them to take harsh measures. And the lefty woke Democrats sitting up there, they're like, yeah, well done. Yeah, we need to agitate it even more. Yes. How many more unhinged people we need? This is the unhinged army. She probably might be an illegal, though. He has a reason to act like that. Push her. Can I apply to be an ICE agent, please? This is a very therapeutic job. I actually saw a video of an ICE agent saying that I would do it for free. Thank goodness I'm getting paid for it. This is therapeutic. There are so many unhinged lefty woke lunatics who understand no language other than this. Come on, get him, get him. Look at the foot. He's refusing to go inside. How is she going to not go inside? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Get this woman too. I think we need a new law. You can observe, but silently. No honking of horns, no throwing profanities at ICE officers, because these guys are human beings, okay? They are human beings. If somebody dropped so many aggressive F-bombs on me, I don't know, let's go. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. These people, actually, no, don't give me an ICE job because I'll be making a lot more arrests. Sorry about the language. The foul-mouthed people. They have no, they can't behave like civilized people. They are uncivilized, uncouth people. Okay, last video. I want to play this video because, again, another video of fafoing. Look how hot and heavy she comes. Being loud, aggressive, obnoxious, arrogant, totally unhinged. And then look how her demeanor changes. Yeah, move the car. Why are you standing in the middle? And there is an angle, maybe not in this video. Some lefty said that, oh, she couldn't drive any further because there was a car in front of her. But there is another angle that actually clearly shows he's pointing to an empty street. There's nothing there. So she could have just driven off. But no, these unhinged people are paid agitators. If they're not being paid, then they are just ideological pawns in the grand chess game of the democratic overlords. Okay, who is this hero? Look at this empty street. Look, empty street. Why is she not going? go.
Hey, back the fuck
She wouldn't go. So the whole incident was captured on camera. Yeah, you can clearly see she's a provocateur. She's unhinged. She's an agitator. But the left only started showing her photos. I don't know if you've already seen them or not. Just photos of her being dragged away. Just photos, not videos. If I find some, I'll show you some of them. Awesome. I voted for this. I want this. Look at it. What do you mean actions have consequences? What? So if I act like a dick and keep provoking you and keep intimidating you, then you can use lethal force. It's actually not even lethal. This is very polite. You can use force? Oh my God, please, can you let me go now?
Please, I've been beat up by police before. I'm disabled, so I can go to the
Oh, she's suddenly disabled. Yes, you are mentally disabled. We can see that.
doctor up there. That's why I didn't move.
Oh my God. Cut that seatbelt. Autistic disabled person. Yeah, good. Well done. Well done. Can I apply for a job, please?
This is your duty.
Look how many cameras. They're all taking still photos. They're taking these photos so they can show you that, oh, look, another innocent woman who was just going to see a doctor was manhandled. How brutally she was manhandled by federal ICE agents. Totally dishonest. Totally dishonest.
Why don't you help someone? All you do is hurt. All you do is hurt. She's trying to drag on this fucking. Where is the law?
This is the law, you idiot. Take her away. Now move the car.
Let her go.
What an idiot. What an idiot. No normal person behaves like that. No normal person. Nobody goes out of his way to do this. So, have a look at this. Now, as it turns out, this woman, ID'd as LGBT and racial justice activist. So she's an activist, guys. She was not some ordinary woman just passing by. She was an agitator. She was an activist. She was there for a reason, to cause a scene. And a scene she did cause. The screaming woman who was filmed being pulled from her car by ICE agents in Minneapolis has been identified as a tech guru and LGBT and racial justice activist who describes herself as a friendly neighborhood deniable asset. Look at the face. Faffoing, if Faffo had a face. Look at Daily Mail. Daily Mail is neither here nor there. They're just opportunistic people. Look at this. While they were dragging her out, she shouted, "I'm disabled, I need to go to the doctor." No, you didn't. You were there for a reason. Look at the photos. Terrifying moment. Woman is dragged from car after blocking ICE agents after shooting of Renee Goode. Look at this one. Federal agents grab a woman to drag her away from her car days after an ICE agent fatally shot Renee Nicole Goode in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Look at this. Look at the photos. Oh, you poor woman. Oh my God, these fascists, these brown shirts are all over the place. Anyway, I did say the reason why you people are posting photos and not videos is because you know she was being a dickhead and asking for trouble. Oh no, the consequences of my actions. And now they're actually doxing the ICE agent who shot Renee Nicole Goode after she tried to run him over. He's got apparently some internal bleeding. I don't know. The push was a bit soft. I don't know what kind of injury he could have sustained, but there is no doubt in my head she made contact with him before he shot her. Oh, what is this? Looks like this woman was part of Rent-A-Mob. Missouri is a long way from Minnesota. Okay, so she was all the way from Missouri. Okay, all right. What's going on over here? So So what kind of people they are actually trying to save? You know, ICE is the safest law enforcement agency at the moment. Your chances of getting hurt by ICE are lower than dying in a plane crash, okay? So who are these people trying to save? Let me show you this. An illegal immigrant from Afghanistan, previously convicted of trying to kill his teenage sister for being a bad Muslim girl, was arrested. So this guy, Wahid Allah Muhammad, 39, was taken into custody on January 1st in Rochester, New York. Muhammad was convicted of first-degree attempted murder and first-degree assault. He was sentenced to 10 years in prison and 5 years of supervision. When we say ICE is arresting the worst of the worst, this is exactly what we mean. Look at him. He lawfully entered the United States on May 24, 2004. However, his attempted murder conviction violated the terms of his legal status. He was convicted in 2009. Look, within 5 years, another Afghan, by the way. So these are the guys who are being arrested, and these people are saving them. What is wrong with these people? Look, as I said, Trump has a political mandate. This is one single issue on which his voters are still happy with him, okay? Unanimously, across the board. So I don't see Trump slowing down on that because this is winning him a lot of brownie points. I love him for that, and I'm also going to love him even more when he helps the Iranian people get rid of the despotic Islamic regime. But as I said, I have a theory. These Democrats are using these mentally deranged, unhinged people to advance their political goals, which is to weaponize this, get some photos and shocking videos out of that, and use that against Trump's war on illegal migration, which I think is not going to slow down. I just don't see that happening. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below.